Tonight we've added a little Twitter action to the proceedings. Hundreds of people, truly, tweeted their questions for our guests, and I'll be asking a few of them throughout the evening. One of those people is with us tonight, and she's celebrating her 21st birthday. Where are you, Megan? Ladies and gentlemen, the visionaries of music and theater, Billie Joe Armstrong and Michael Mayer. We talked a lot in the beginning of the run about the potential for theater fans to discover Green Day and for Green Day fans to discover the theater. What do you think surprised each group the most about this new exposure? Perhaps you can speak for the Green Day fans, and you can speak for the theater fans.
I don't know. I mean, I think of all the stuff that's on Broadway right now, we definitely have the most bizarre line out the door for tickets. It's two different kinds of blue hair going on.
God bless them both.
It's great. I remember seeing one showing, and there was this woman that was older, and she was coming up to sit in front of me, and she had her playbill, and she said, "Now this is about a rock band's album or something like that." And then and that was it was great. I love I love feeling like something new. I love feeling like a rookie and just learning, especially when it comes to things on stage, because I've spent so much time on all different sizes of stages, and this is just another one. It's brand new for me, so it makes me feel young, and so there's a new crowd that's involved, and I think that they've intermingled pretty well. I mean, there hasn't been any fist fights. No canes hitting.
Not yet.
Hitting anybody. So
stay tuned.
Yeah, a knife versus canes fight.
West Side Story redo.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things that I get a huge kick out of is the Green Day fans who have come to see the show, and it's their first show that they've ever seen. And I thought, wow, that is, what a trip. If the first time you walk into a theater, what you see is American Idiot, what does that say for what their next experiences will be? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's very different from going to see Pippin or something.
Our first Twitter question of the night for Billie.
Wow.
It's Twitter world. We're just living in it. Abby Fox, are you here? God love you. God love ya.
I know you.
So Abby brings us this question. As a fan, what you, Tom Kitt, and Michael Mayer did to the music of American Idiot has forever changed how I hear it. Has it changed how you hear it, even when you play it on tour as originally written? And I would add, has it changed how you perform it?
I think it's two different animals altogether, because when I see John Gallagher, and I mean, that's such an undeniable great performance that he's putting out every night. That he's I don't know, I was just sitting here in the mezzanine today and just watching this whole thing go down, and I'm going, holy shit, my songs are on Broadway. But removed from it. I felt removed from, it was like I was watching it, not thinking of, not the way, when Green Day plays it on, playing Jesus of Suburbia, I think it's just a different animal altogether. And what was your question?
Has it changed how you perform it?
There's been a couple of things that we've done, like when we weren't playing the song Last Night on Earth, which is Tom Kitt just did an epic
Yeah.
version of that song. And we were talking about the movie Amadeus, and there's when Amadeus goes in and he's playing this other guy's piece for a second and making a joke about it, like, oh, you should have probably done this. And Tom Kitt was like, that's one of my favorite parts of that whole movie. And I go, that's what you did to me, you asshole.
At age 19, you wrote for Adrian When It's Time.
Mm-hmm.
I know, me too. It's a song that was previously unrecorded until you and Michael put it in the show. On stage, Johnny, who sings it, waits for his girlfriend to be asleep before he can sing it to her. Was it the same for you when you wrote it, or did you sing it for Adrian?
It's definitely kind of one of those songs where, it's like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
You say it. No, you say it first. No, you say it. You say it. So, it's like I've always, I think if I have a hard time saying something, to somebody, I think it's much easier and more emotional for me to say it in a song, So, which is, basically like a serenade, I guess.
Now, many years later, after having written some of the most enduring anthems of teenage anger and rebellion, you and Adrian are raising teenage sons of your own. How has exploring those emotions in your work affected how you parent?
Well, Adrian is I hope that everyone could have a mother that great, to be honest with you. And you can see it, in our kids. I'm not ashamed to say it. I've got great kids, they're more like roommates now because they're, pretty much taller than me, but, but they're really good, great hearts, genuinely, honest people, and we're gonna have one hell of an adventure with them, in the next coming few years. So, it's
Coming to get you.
It's a crazy world out there, with cell phones and the chaos of the internet and things like that, and it's but just try to educate, I guess. I don't know, just try to relate, not no rules, just like guidelines, I guess.
You've said that as opposed to alternative rock guys, hip-hop guys are so much more dangerous and willing to take risks in music in a lot of ways because they're not afraid to be successful. Fascinating irony, afraid to be successful in rock. Where does that fear come from, and what do you think it's actually a fear of?
The early 90s. There was a time period where people were, it just, everything became introverted, and, the hair came down past the face, and, you were looking at your shoes, and you're playing like this, which was cool. There was like, there were some great bands, but, but then there was others you were like, So, so a lot of sort of like the alternative bands or some of the so-called grunge bands, I think right when Dookie was about ready to come out, it was our mission to try to destroy as many of those bands as we possibly could. But I can't remember. What?
How'd you think you did at destroying those?
I think pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know. But inevitably, you come to that point where you have to, you got the world in front of you, and you got to, you have to think beyond that record and just keep moving forward.
This question comes to us from the 92nd Street Y blog, from Daniela. Music is actually changing, rock is changing. What advice would you give to the next generation of musicians to keep rock alive?
To keep rock alive?
Growing, evolving.
Oh my God. You just, be great. At whatever cost, just, reach for the musically the highest you possibly can go.